Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Gamester81. Today's episode I'm going to show you a really interesting Philips CDi, pretty unique system. But before I do that, I just want to say thank you to a really cool YouTuber here who sent me a package by the name of Sean3614. I got this weekend. Thank you so much for sending it, Sean. I really appreciate it. I'll tell you what he sent me. He sent me a number of plug and plays. He sent me a Genesis plug and play. It's pretty cool. It looks like a small mini Genesis. I think MN12 Bird did a review over this system recently, so check out his video on that. He also sent me a couple Tetris plug and plays, which I've never seen before, and they're kind of interesting. Two controllers, so you can play two-player, I'm assuming. That's really cool. He also sent me an Atari plug and play. It looks like just like the Atari joystick. And he sent me another one with a paddle. So I just want to say thank you, Sean, for sending those. You really didn't need to do that. I know he spent a lot on shipping, and I just really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. But let's talk about the Philips CDi, and let's take a closer look at the 350 and 370 series. Okay guys, so in this video I'm going to show you just two specific versions that I own that are handheld, like portable use, and they're pretty rare. I do own a 490 version, which is a slimmed down console version as well, which I'll explain to you guys in a separate video. But essentially Philips is the main maker of the CDi. Now there are other companies that made it. You can find Magnavox CDIs, which is Magnavox is basically a smaller, it's a sister company of Philips, okay? I believe Gold Star also made them, similar to the 3DL. Gold Star also made versions of the CDi. Now, the CDi came out in early 1991, okay? And it wasn't until 1998 where the system pretty much died. So it lived a lot longer than most people realize. It's basically what it is for edutainment. So kind of educational, there's versions made for the home consumer. There's versions made for professionals, in the workplace and stuff like that. 200 series, and if you see anything with a 200 number, like 200 or 210, whatever, that is actually made for the home consumer market. Okay, those are probably the most common you can see on eBay and whatnot. You get the 300 line series, which are the portable ones, which I have two versions I'll show you. This is the 350, okay? And then there's also the 400 series, which I have a 490, which is a slimmed down, kind of a gutted version of the home market, okay? And then there's also the 600 series, which are made for, actually making software and stuff like that, so like even more professionals, right? But most gamers consider the system a complete flop. And it was interesting because what happened was Nintendo was working with Sony on the Super Nintendo, and they were going to make a Nintendo PlayStation CD add-on to the Super Nintendo. Once Nintendo, something happened between Nintendo and Sony, and they couldn't agree on the terms. Sony obviously left, made what we now know as Sony PlayStation. I think it's one of the biggest mistakes Nintendo ever made, and now there's one of the biggest competitors, right? Now, Nintendo went to Philips next and wanted to create an add-on to do the same thing. Now, essentially what happened was they saw that the Sega CD wasn't selling very well, and Nintendo got scared, and they scrapped the whole project. But in the meantime, they had some licensed games, and Philips held on to those rights, and they released some games I'm going to show you here in a minute. There are 4 games that on the Philips CDi that were Nintendo licensed games, not made by Nintendo, but they have the characters and they're licensed by Nintendo, okay? I own 3 of the 4. There's a 4th one which I'm going to explain to you in a minute. This is super rare, and I'm actually hunting it down currently. But this is the Hotel Mario, and this is kind of a weird, I did an earlier review on this game. It's kind of a puzzle game. Graphics are horrible. And there's 3 Zelda games. I have 2 of them. There's Link, or Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon, and there's Link, the Faces of Evil. Now these are side scrollers, and there's a lot of YouTube poops and stuff on here as far as just videos, people making fun of it. But there is one called Zelda Adventures, which if you guys see this game, it's actually a pretty decent Zelda game. Graphics looks alright, and it's more of a top-down, more like what we're used to seeing back for the old Zelda games, okay? Now this system right here in front of me is a 350. And it's portable. It's very heavy. I use the term portable very loosely, although it says portable CD interactive system. This screen folds up like this. There's no place for a battery, so you need to plug it in order to play it. This thing opens up here, and this is where the games are plugged into, okay? This is your controls, and these are kind of your buttons. You got your on-off switch right here. And then this is cool on here, the side. You do the input. You can do audio, video. You can switch between NTSC and PAL, which is really neat. And you get your brightness display here. Nothing really too exciting at the bottom here. And that is the 350 version, okay? Let me show you the 370, which is actually an upgrade from this one. Okay, I got the foam case and everything for this. Okay, this is a pretty rare CDI. And if you want to see a great channel, I'm gonna do a quick shout out real quick. If you guys want to see a great channel that he covers a lot on CDI games, check out Half Blind Gamer. I'll put a link on the side. I guess it's on the down now. It's on the below here. YouTube changed. I keep saying side, but it's now below. But check his channel out. He's a cool guy. So his name's Sebastian. I think you'll really enjoy his videos. But this is this is basically the 370 model. And it's upgraded because you can add a battery, which is nice. I don't own a battery, unfortunately, but you can actually add a battery, so you can take it to on the go. And then, this, I don't know what this is about. This is what came with it. You guys know what that's for? I really don't know. This is a car adapter, which is kind of cool. I've never seen one of these before. But you can actually plug it into your car, and it's an adapter for that. It's kind of weird. And then you got obviously, the AC adapter, okay? Basically, what happens, you open this up. It's a clamshell. And it's even more portable than the other one, okay? And you've got your power on here. You got your open. They move the open and close, so this pops up and actually stays open, which is nice. I've actually got Tetris in there currently. This is your control, and this is your play and stuff like that. So you can actually play CDs and stuff like that and whatnot. These were used for professionals on the workplace and take it on the go. So you can turn the display on and off. You can hook up to your TV, which is kind of cool. And so you got your volume, you got your input, your headphones, your AV out, S video out, and this is the input out as well, which is cool. So let's show you guys some gameplay on this. This is a 370 handheld, and it's got a 3.5 inch screen. Guys, what game I plugged in here or have in here is the Link: The Faces of Evil. Okay, we're gonna check it out. This is not a very good game, but if you guys are looking for some good games for the CDI, you got obviously Tetris, which is a classic, and plays pretty well in the system. You've also got Dragon's Lair, and it's actually a really good port, and it plays very well in the CDI. And another one of my favorite games for the PC, which is Seventh Guest, actually has a really good port to the CDI. So there are a couple games I do recommend if you do have a CDI you pick up. So let's turn this bad boy on. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. Get some loading. And we're going to basically hit play here. The animation for this thing is absolutely horrible. It'd be funny to take this thing on a plane, wouldn't it? People are playing their DSs, here I am playing the portable CDI. How crazy would that be, right?
Boring around here.
My boy, this piece is what all true warriors strive for.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Okay, so yeah, that's the intro. Horrible animation. The voice acting is probably one of the worst voice actings I have seen in a while. Okay, so I guess we're going. Okay, so this is basically the gameplay right here. Yeah, I'm not going to get too much into it, but there's a whole bunch of reviews on YouTube over this, but that's essentially it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Until next time, happy gaming. Take care.